Ever asked your phone for the weather, curious about whether you need an umbrella or sunglasses? Or told your smart speaker to play a song, maybe your favorite tune to start the day, or unwind in the evening? If so, you've already chatted with a machine, engaging in a digital dialogue without even realizing it's so profound. It feels normal now, almost like sci-fi, but it's just technology seamlessly integrated into our daily routines. The magic behind this? What makes these interactions so fluid and natural? Natural language processing, or NLP, the key ingredient that allows machines to understand and respond to human language. We're not just giving simple commands anymore, like turn on the lights or set an alarm. We ask complex questions, delving into intricate topics and seeking detailed information. We expect nuanced answers, anticipating responses that understand the subtleties of our queries. And our devices keep up, even with typos, mispronunciations, and the occasional grammatical blunder. Remember when you'd type keywords into Google, carefully selecting the right words to get relevant results? Now you just ask a full question, and it gets you, understanding the context and intent behind your words. NLP lets technology understand slang, the ever-evolving language of the internet and everyday conversations. It understands context and intent, deciphering the underlying meaning behind our words. This is making our devices feel smart and intuitive, anticipating our needs and responding in a human-like way. Just a decade ago, talking to your devices was clunky, filled with frustration and misinterpretations. Now you can mumble, use slang, and your assistant still gets it, adapting to your unique way of speaking. This leap is thanks to NLP, a field that's constantly evolving and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's making tech feel less like a tool and more like a partner, a collaborative companion in our digital lives. We're moving from clicking buttons, navigating complex menus, to having real conversations with our devices, engaging in natural and intuitive interactions. It's not just a party trick. It's not just about showing off the latest tech. It's making technology accessible for everyone, regardless of their technical expertise or physical abilities. Let's dive into how this invisible engine works, exploring the inner workings of NLP, and why it's changing everything, revolutionizing the way we interact with technology and the world around us. So, what exactly is natural language processing? It's a term you might have heard thrown around, but what does it really mean in practice? Let's break it down. Simply put, it's a fascinating field of artificial intelligence. It empowers computers to not just read, but to truly understand, interpret, and even generate human language in a meaningful way. When we talk or write, we use natural languages. English, with all its quirks and idioms, Spanish, rich with its own cultural nuances, Japanese with its complex writing system, not code like Python or Java. NLP is the crucial bridge that helps computers make sense of our messy, often ambiguous and context-dependent communication. For a computer, what's the weather like in New York? Is initially just a meaningless string of characters. NLP teaches it to extract meaning, the underlying intent, the key entities involved, and the surrounding context that gives the words their true significance. It's essentially like translating human language into something a machine can readily process and work with. The ultimate goal? To make our interactions with technology feel more human, more natural, and less robotic. NLP is designed to handle subtle nuances, like being able to discern if Apple refers to the delicious fruit or the globally recognized tech company. It can even detect sentiment, allowing it to understand whether a customer review expresses positive or negative feelings. NLP elegantly combines the power of computer science, the intelligence of AI, and the intricate understanding of linguistics to deeply understand relationships between words, the surrounding context, and the speaker's true intention. Ultimately, it's the brains behind the conversation, making our digital lives significantly easier, more intuitive, and far more seamless. Have you ever wondered how computers learn to understand and respond to our language? It seems like magic, but it's actually a fascinating process. It all starts with massive amounts of data. The more data, the better the understanding. Books, articles, and essentially the entire internet. This vast ocean of information becomes the training ground. By analyzing this data, machines learn patterns, recognizing structures and relationships within the text. Just like a child learns language by listening and absorbing the world around them. The first crucial step is tokenization. breaking sentences down into individual words or smaller, manageable pieces. Then the system figures out what each word means in context and its grammatical role, like correctly identifying play as a verb, indicating an action, and song as a noun, representing an object or concept. It also recognizes specific names like Taylor Swift, categorizing them as entities. All these meticulously analyzed pieces work together, helping the system understand your true intent. For example, a seemingly simple request like, "Play the new Taylor Swift song," instantly becomes a clear and actionable command for the system to execute. The underlying model intelligently connects words, understands grammar, and recognizes familiar patterns. Using this knowledge, it can accurately guess what you want, even with slight variations in phrasing. Ultimately, it's a sophisticated game of pattern matching, identifying the most likely outcome based on previous experiences. This entire process is powered by complex statistical analysis and probability calculations. This is precisely how machines are able to turn our spoken words into tangible actions. And that's the magic behind your everyday tech conversations, making our lives easier and more connected. You use NLP-powered tech every day, often without noticing. Voice assistants like Siri and Alexa transcribe, understand, and act on your commands in seconds. Your email's spam filter? That's NLP, sorting junk from important messages. Machine translation apps like Google Translate turn foreign signs into your language instantly. Chatbots on websites answer questions and free up human agents. Even your phone's keyboard uses NLP to suggest words and fix typos. NLP is the silent partner making digital life smoother. It's everywhere, quietly working behind the scenes. Let's peek under the hood. The real breakthrough? Neural networks, especially the transformer architecture. Think of neural networks as computer brains learning from tons of data. Transformers introduced in 2017 use attention to focus on the most important words in a sentence. This helps models understand context, like knowing "it" refers to the ball in a sentence. Large language models like GPT are massive transformers trained on huge datasets. They don't know things like humans, but they're expert pattern matchers. When you ask a question, they predict the most likely answer, word by word. That's why they can write, summarize, and even code. It's all about predicting the next word, at a scale that's mind-blowing. So, where's NLP going? The future is even wilder. Next up, multimodal AI that understands not just words, but tone, facial expressions, and gestures. Imagine an assistant that senses frustration and adapts, or a tutor that sees confusion and explains differently. In science and medicine, NLP is already analyzing millions of papers to find hidden connections and speed up discoveries. Soon, AI will be a true creative partner, helping draft emails, write code, or even compose music from a simple hum. The goal: technology that adapts to us, not the other way around. Anyone, anywhere, will use powerful tools just by speaking or typing naturally. From accessibility to scientific breakthroughs, the impact will be huge. We're still at the beginning of this transformation. The conversation between humans and machines is just getting started.